guys, welcome back to my channel. I am so excited about tonight. Tonight is the season premiere. We missed last week, but tonight is the season premiere of the King's panel of Single Soulmates. I forgot to tell you this behind the stage, guys, but what I'm going to do is, you guys know, for the new subscribers and the new people that are watching this, just to let you know what Single Soulmates is. It's a show where I'm going to be asking a set of 4 questions, and if you did not catch the Queen's panel last night, I asked the exact same 4 questions to the Queen. So definitely check out the women's perspective and the women's answers and their comments of what we're going to be discussing tonight. So it's definitely interesting, especially if you go back and watch both of the shows and kind of compare. It's like, wow, that's how the females think, and wow, that's how the men think. It definitely can get kind of interesting. But anyway, we're going to be talking about love, dating, intimacy, all marriage, all different kind of things on Single Soulmates. And I didn't tell this to the guys, but I want you guys to go around the room, of course, introduce yourselves and let them know where they can find you on social medias and also where they have probably seen your face. But I need you to let them know if you are single or not, because people be sliding in my DM like, Johan's single. Like, what's going on with Johan? What's y'all, you and Tyrone still friends? Like, can you talk to him for me? So instead of people sliding into my DMs wondering if you're single or not, please go around the room. We're going to start with Tyrone. Let them know where they can find you on social media, if you have YouTube, etc., and also to let the people know if you are single or not. And hopefully we'll have PO joining us soon.
What's up, everybody? Of course, it's a pleasure to be here, especially for season 4 of Single Soulmates. Tyrone E. Wilson from Ready to Love DC. You can find me at Ty Wilson 21 everywhere. And yes, I am single.
Herbert.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Herbert. You might have seen me on Ready to Love as well. I was on season 8 of Dallas, the first season of Dallas. My social media handles is Herbert_2. Shout out to my father on everything. Yeah.
Adonis.
I am Adonis Allen. You probably saw me on Ready to Love season 8 with the homie Herb. I am originally from Detroit, residing here in Dallas. I am an erotic author, sensual dominant. I have a book of erotic short stories written from the woman's perspective. Boa Erotica Book 1 is available on my website, boaerotica.com. My social media handles are boa.erotica, Instagram, and YouTube. My girlfriend and I, no, I'm not single. My girlfriend and I, Juju, we have a podcast show we're launching later in the month called Love and Lifestyles, where we educate people about how to balance love and alternative sexual lifestyles for couples, trying to learn how to spice up something. So it's very educational and very entertaining. So that's pretty much it.
Hey everybody, my name is Yoan. I was not on Ready to Love, but you probably seen me on this channel. Happy to be back. I'm a mortgage broker, so I essentially help people finance their home. So definitely hit me up. My Instagram is Yokita7. So just let me know anything about real estate and financing. And happy to be here. And yeah, I'm single.
Thank you so much for the clarification, because someone actually asked me from the women's panel and they were like, do you have to be single to be on the show? And I'm like, no, you don't have to be single. You can't be in a relationship. That's just the name of the show. That's how it got started. Tyrone has been with me since the very beginning, and this is not how this show was supposed to be. It was supposed to be completely something different, but it has grown to what it is today. And I'm so grateful that, you know, I have you kings and queens like that join me for these panels, because we have a lot of fun, and a lot of people learn a lot of things from these panels too. Okay. Anyway, moving forward, shout out to my soulmates. I see you guys in the chat. Make sure you click that thumbs up. I see Tyrone's channel is also attached to here. So Tyrone has a YouTube channel as well. We're streaming on his channel too. Make sure you click the thumbs up if you are watching from his channel. if you have any questions for the fellas, if I can get to them, definitely put them in the chat. If you want to say anything to the fellas, if you want to shout them out, tell them that you like, this is my Instagram. You can slide in if you want, or whatever the case may be. I will put it on the screen. Okay. So, so definitely shoot your shot if you're interested. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started. All right. The panel questions for tonight is number 1. Would you date your ex's friend? 5 minutes ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago. Would you date your ex's friend? Number 2 is self-pleasing. If your mate wants to self-please themselves behind your back and like not tell you about it, is that considered cheating? Number 3, if you found out that your partner was going to the strip club behind your back, would you be upset? And number 4, if your kid or kids did not like the person that you were dating, what would you do? All right. So those are the questions for tonight. If you are a part of my membership program, you guys know I've already sent you these questions. So you knew ahead of time before anyone else what we were going to be discussing this week. All right. So question number 1, please don't talk over each other. Please keep it respectful in the chat. Would you date your ex's friend, or would you date your friend's ex? And go.
My friend's ex or my ex's friend?
your friend's ex. So you and your boy, y'all been boys for like 20 years.
Oh.
He used to date Samantha.
My ex's friend is an immediate yes.
You're right. That's what I thought she was saying. But my boy's ex?
Yes.
Nah.
What if it was like 20 years ago?
See, I don't know. It depends on, I don't know. I would have to take into consideration the length of that friendship with my boy. We just met about 2 months ago, then, but if we go back, I can't do it. I can't do it.
I was just about to say the same thing, because it all depends on when you say your friend, like
Yeah.
friend, like, do we golf together every Sunday? Like, do our kids know each other kind of friend? Like, you know what I mean? Do I know your legal name, or do I just call you buddy?
Yeah.
I only see you at the barbershop on Saturday morning. I mean,
right. And we associates, like, what up though? You just, you speak in passing, like nothing major.
Exactly. We cool. I don't mean no harm, but I'm going to take this one off your hands and, take care of her like you should have, That's just the way I see it. So
I believe like if it's a long-term friendship, like I got my best friend. I met him when I was 6 years old. You know what I'm saying? And I got guys I played, college football with that I've been friends for 20 years. You know what I'm saying? So one of them cats, like, nah, I wouldn't even think about it. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody said in the comments, bro code, like, it's just certain things you shouldn't do as a man. But like I said, if it's somebody we work with, or you know what I'm saying, I see him at the bar when I come out, or somebody at the gym I just ran into and we just got cool over the last 3-4 months. Like, bruh, all's fair in love and war at that point.
I got a different opinion. I've actually been through this. Initially, I would be like no, but I've actually been through this in one of my guy groups, right? Like a group of guys, we're all cool. And I think at this point in stage, if we're like 35 plus, right, and you still single, you really trying to find your one, right? And apparently you've been through the gamut of different women. And we're grown at this point. I think it's a mature mindset to be able to move beyond certain things, right? So two guys in my friend group, they had the conversation like, listen, I know this is your ex and y'all had such history, so forth and so on. We see each other out, we kind of vibe, got a little chemistry. I want to know if it's okay, right? And they kind of had that conversation prior to, make sure it was okay, because, and my friend whose ex it was, we talked about it too. He's like, well, far be it from me to hold him back from his wife. That could be his wife. That wasn't mine, but it could be his wife. So far be it from me to hold him back from his wife. And the fact that he came to me and approached me first and talked about it, I have no problem or issue with that. So in that sense, I think it's, you know what I mean? We grown, we out here looking for our one, go for it.
All's fair in love and war.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I would say define date. I need more clarity on dating and clarity on friends. So me and the fellas, we have our thing. We don't mess with nobody else's, you know, girls. Especially if you introduced her to the crew as your lady, then she automatically off limits, right? Then she becomes like a sister to us forever.
Mm-hmm.
I do understand what Herbert was saying. There is some
Mm-hmm.
maturity there. But I would also feel like if it ended up being that way, then I would personally feel like y'all was probably plotting this whole time anyway, and then it works vice versa. So none of my exes would get with any of my friends. You know what I mean? Especially
Michelle,
my
that's
fellas.
hilarious.
And chances are, like, I'm gonna just say it, if you smash the homie, then I don't really have much for you.
Yeah.
We
So
could be
I got
friends, we
Mhm.
keep it respectful, but that's probably all it's gonna be for me.
another question, just for instance, right? So let's say that you meet a girl, y'all kick it, really vibe, being, going together, y'all getting to that point. You find out your homie smashed years ago. Just, is it done?
Bro, so I'll tell you what we do. Once you start once you start
Is it
developing
you touch
feelings.
somebody been here before? You send
No,
it
no,
to
I get you. So what we do is once you start developing feelings, it's kind of like protocol for you send it to the group chat and be like, does
yeah.
anybody know her?
Anybody put their hands on this?
Right? Anybody know her? And by know her, we know what that means. So
Yeah.
But I would say I'll say though, like that now to really define when we're talking about friends. Now you're talking about group chat friends. Group chat friends, that's different because
Well, I
I
think he's
mean you
saying
got
just
me
be a
on
group of
speed dial.
guys.
right,
You
but
said what?
I'm not asking none of the fellas if I don't value their opinion. Do you know what I mean? Like for
Mhm.
anybody else, I wouldn't even bother. But your
Well,
crew, your core crew is what I'm
Yeah,
talking about.
he talking
Yeah,
about just
you don't
yeah.
touch that.
group that's in the chat together.
Right, because my group chat group is my boys that I played college football with 20 years ago. So you know what I'm saying? It would make it to a point. But Herb, I do feel what you're saying because it's like if you guys are mature enough to have that conversation and there's somebody you really trying to go after, me personally, like I said, I wouldn't, like someone said, there's 8 billion people in the world. I don't have to go after somebody that one of my homies has been with, especially for love or to take it somewhere else, and at that point, because you got to think about it in terms of this. What if me and her together and later we go to a group function and he's there? Now my mind is thinking like, okay, is he reminiscing? Is she reminiscing? I'm not even trying to put myself in that situation. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll find someone that has no affiliation with any of my boys that I went to war with, and I'm smooth.
He in there ordering her drinks. Yeah, she like the pineapple upside down drinks. So let's be clear.
I think that's gonna go over everybody's head, but bro, you are hilarious, dog.
That's true though.
But so let's be
But
clear. I'm not.
That's a whole different perspective.
I'm not that involved as a man to be able to do that myself, right? So, it's not. But I also know there's there's a mature level that you can get to, and I don't knock anybody that does it, that goes about it in that way, in the right way, right? I salute it if you're able to do it. I don't.
Yeah.
but
You definitely have to be cut from a different cloth. I tell you that because to be in those spaces where that's obviously what has happened in the past before you got there, you have to be a certain type of man to be able to like not let that get to your ego. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
So let me ask you guys this question, or Herbert, let me ask you this question since we're talking about being grown. So if your homie dated her and you guys are about to be married, you invite your friend to the wedding. Now you got your homie who knows all your stuff. You know what I'm talking about. So he's standing there talking about, oh yeah, I had that too, and I know, what I. So for men, like as me, I can't see myself dating my homie's girl because then now he's like, you know what, I had it already, So from a very like masculine perspective, Now, if I want to really take a very approach of Yohan that went to therapy and everything, yeah, maybe I can be open to that love, but it's still gonna feel weird, you know. And I don't think I'll be able to do that.
Yeah,
No, I agree with you. I'm not that evolved as a man to do that.
I was just about to go
I
there.
respect those who can.
That's my world.
Because two of the homies done got married already, so it's almost like that's kind of reset a little bit once you get married. But we still would ask the question, if we wanted to go at her, it would be on something that's mature. Because in the end, you know, at one point she was my lady. At one point I did care about her. So I'm not going to just let you dog her. You know what I mean? But to answer the question from the chat, like if I know her, I'm going to let the homie know that I know her. And he going to already know. He going to know what that means. And then he going to have to move how he want to move after that.
I just did that and I was on mute.
Listen, I'm being real chill right now because like I said, my world is different. I stepped into this very situation. You know what I'm saying? But you know, that's the lifestyle.
Well, okay, so because I got a question then, because in the lifestyle, that's a whole different thing, right?
Right.
So like, I understand your homies from 20 years ago, but if you got homies now that are in the lifestyle, that's like a whole different thing, right or wrong? Like, correct?
That's a good question.
I don't personally. I've developed friendships with guys in the lifestyle that kind of put me in that position, being with my girlfriend. But it's I have the mentality like what happened before me, it don't really matter. You know what I'm saying? So now that we're together, it's like that's all I'm focused on. You know, in a vanilla space, yeah, stepping into that situation, you might be it'll mess with someone who's not, like I said, you know, cut from that cloth, who doesn't have that mentality. You know, with the drink you mentioned. You see what I'm saying? So it's a very like, and I'm not gonna lie, honestly, like I've had my moments where I had vanilla emotions in that situation, but at the same time, it's like I had to keep in mind who I am and what I do, you know, and that was how I was able to kind of like, all right, I'm tripping, you know what I'm saying?
So there was a question up here. April Gaines said, but what if you're home? And shout out to April. Hey, April. Hey, girl. Hey.
What up, April?
One of my soulmates. That's actually a PO's sister. She says, but what if your homeboy is happily married to someone else? Could you date the ex then?
Honestly, if that was something I was actually trying to do, I would still talk to him. It's still a matter of respect. You know what I'm saying? It's still a matter of, it could be some really awkward moments in the future if I just show up with this girlfriend and then, you know, we're going to double date, like walk through the door with your ex and you have no idea, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you might have met her before. I don't know if you remember her.
So Sabrina, the thing about this is like the level of introduction that you get with a woman, us men, really define how you feel about her. If the first time I meet you, it's in a setting where I should not be attracted to you, half the time it doesn't matter how fine you are. I will never see you that way because I met you through a friend of mine who I consider to be like a brother to me. So even if you guys are no longer together, I will always look out for you because I know he can't do that anymore. And I know you are a good woman, but I would not go past anything besides just being supportive if I come across you, because at the end of the day, there's too many women out there to just, you know, be like, let me do a do-over on where the homie was at, you know? So, I don't know. Sorry.
So what if it's a situation that you started dating this lady, and I think I asked the queens this, you started dating this late, well, of course, a man, and y'all been dating 4 or 5 months. Emotions get involved. You start to feel like you're about to fall in love. And then you're going through the photo albums and you like, wait a minute, is that Craig? Well, what do you do then? Like, and you're already invested. You know what I'm saying?
Well, the
That's
asking
different.
around is part of the investment. It's part of the getting to know her process. You know,
Mhm.
that's
But would
part of
you
the
end
vetting.
it?
But that's part of the vetting. Like you would have found that out before you even got there. Before you let yourself get there, you would have asked around.
Yeah.
Wow.
Background checks.
That's
I
interesting
think we
because
call them HOFACs.
oh, oh. But what if
And I
but what
think
if she,
that And I think that today with social media, it's very hard to like meet someone who knows somebody and you don't know who that person is. Like even on
Mhm.
Instagram now, you know, such and such follow the same person. Facebook, the same thing. LinkedIn, the same thing. I mean, it would have to be really like the kind of like relationship that happened a long time ago and now
Mhm.
time is involved where it happened in high school and you're
Oh
about to
yeah.
retire and we in our 50s. I mean, he's probably about to be dead by now too. So we're gonna continue our thing. But it's if it, I'm like, there's so many aspects of things that really make that answer differently. But the men answer will always remain about territory because men, we are so territorial that that's like coming and sitting on somebody else's territory when you know how he was reigning over that for a while, you know? I mean, that's how I feel, you know? So
hmm, I don't know, because the see the thing is that whole facts could be dated. You know what I mean? Like it could be a situation where Craig and them happened so long ago that it wasn't even part of the facts because the facts it only goes back 12 years and Craig was 21 years ago. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So
Mhm.
you know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know. I'm just being devil's advocate because it's like I hear Herbert's side, I hear y'all side. You know what I mean? So I'm just kind of playing devil's advocate, just trying to see like y'all's thought process. Like it still doesn't matter. So Craig and them happened 21 years ago. She ain't really been about that life for the last 21 years. You don't know nothing about it. 6 months later, you're invested. You have feelings. The whole facts pass because he wasn't a part of it, and then you see the picture. You would still end the relationship with her because you found out
I,
about Craig?
it's like I'm kind of conflicted about it because I guess that's the Libra in me. I see both sides. You know what I'm saying? Like I understand like my original perspective is like if that was the homies, you know, I don't do that. In that situation, I understand from the other perspective though, if it was back in high school or back their freshman year of college, literally that, like you said, 21 years ago, that ain't got nothing to do with me, you know? So it's like, I see both sides. Um, but I think for myself, I would still, if I was ever in a situation like that, and I did find out randomly, like, oh shoot, with the homie back in the day, you know, I would be already invested. So obviously, I couldn't just say, you know what, I'm straight. I'm just cutting everything off, like so for something 20 years ago, because I could be missing out. At the same time, I'm still out of respect. Like, hey, bro, listen, met this chick. We've been kicking it for about 6 months, and I just found out that y'all kicked it way back in the day. Just wanted to at least give them a heads up. So again, you don't walk into a blindsided situation to where like you walk into a party with his ex, he didn't know his girlfriend knows who she is, and now she looking at him sideways because he looking at her, and she, you know what I'm saying? So all that stuff, man, it's like you avoid drama with communication. That's all. That's pretty much it.
I mean, I was trying to think of a scenario where I would date one of my homies, like one of my core groups, girls, and I can't think of a situation. But on the other side, I'm pretty sure that she knows that I'm his friend. So at some point, I would imagine
Mm.
she would have told
She would
me
have said something.
at some
Yeah.
point, she knows who my close friends are. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure, if we
Right.
got together in those first few weeks, y'all women do y'all research too. You know what I mean? So if time had gone by and, I was coming at her like on something serious and I'm really, really feeling her, you know, I would explore it, but chances are I probably won't.
Yeah.
I'll probably get with one of her friends or something.
Right. Like put me on your homegirl. You know what I'm saying? It's like you don't have to go that route.
Right. She the
But
7,999. No, go
you see the
Somebody
last comment? I feel her
somebody
on
said
that.
in the comment, body falls off after 7 years. That's what I was laughing.
Not
Bodies
Shell.
fall off after.
All
That's
bodies
funny.
Actually, that's not bad. 7 years is a good statute of limitation, to be honest. So
This is true.
you're not yours your answer. 7 years.
Right. It's like your bankruptcy.
There you go.
Shoot, well, for real,
Nah.
chapter 7 bankruptcy is discharge after 3 months.
Yeah.
I don't know. Oh God. Nashelle says, you know what I'm saying, Yohan.
I don't know if I do, but yeah, I think so. If we're talking about the 7 years, yeah, that's a great idea.
All right. So any last comments about would you date your friend's ex? Any more comments? All right. So real quick. So April, you had a really good question, but I'm not going to put that question up there. If y'all have any questions that you would like for me to ask the panelists on the Kings or Queens panel, of course, it's the same questions, inbox me on Instagram. And if I feel like it's a great question, I'll definitely include it in my panel questions, because this was a great question that she put up. So we're not gonna talk about it. But if you have any questions, guys, definitely inbox me and we'll try to get them on the show. All right. All right. So moving forward. So the second question is for tonight. Is your mate pleasing themselves behind your back and them not telling you? Is that considered cheating?
Nah.
Well, we already know that it's Marvin.
I mean, you know, I would be more upset that you didn't tell me, because I wouldn't just know, like, oh, okay, you did your thing. Okay, cool. That'd probably take me there. You know what I'm saying? But no, it's definitely not cheating, because it's yourself. You're supposed to be in touch with yourself. I want you to be in touch with yourself. You know what I'm saying? On all levels, including, you know, being able to please yourself. You know what I'm saying? And still, at the same time, you ain't gotta, if you do it, you know, while I'm in the shower or something like that, do your thing. Because 9 times out of 10, if I need me one real quick, it happens. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's your body. You know what I'm saying? I never want to restrict my woman in any kind of way like that. So no, it's definitely not cheating. It's self-pleasure.
Y'all don't know. Like, y'all don't know it's been happening. And the reason you found out, let's say you came home one day and they was getting it in and you didn't know, and you like, what is going on? So it was like you caught them. So it was like they were doing it behind your back.
Wait, I'm sorry.
I would be more concerned about the fact that she feels she couldn't tell me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
What's going on with you where you feel you have to do this behind my back, especially with me being who I am and how I am. Like, that's like as simple as going to the bathroom, like something really insignificant like that, to feel you can't tell me. Like, there might be something else we need to talk about. You know what I'm saying? So
Who was the them?
Yeah.
Are you referring to her and the rose as them?
Yeah, who's the them? Because I thought it was a single.
You talking about Juju?
No, I'm talking about, what are you? Okay, now you got me confused.
I came back in, it was a them. I thought it was just her.
You said, no, Sabrina, you said them.
Yeah. No, I mean the woman.
And her toy, right?
Correct.
Okay, right. That's what no, exactly. No, I stand where you know what I said. No, Herb, you confused me, because I'm like, wait a minute. I thought she was talking about a toy.
I heard them. I was like, oh, she got a whole nother. Now
That's a whole different question.
Absolutely a different question. Yes, but yeah, no, I would be more concerned of why she felt she couldn't tell me that she was doing it. That's it.
Not that she was. So if you walked in, you wouldn't be like, you know what I mean? Y'all would more so be like, oh, okay. Like, do you want me to join? or
Right. I'm like, you could shoot. I'm like, look, why don't you record it? Record it and send me a video. I want to watch. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're my woman. I tell her, like, you become the center of my universe on different levels, including my sexual universe. So while you're pleasing yourself, I draw pleasure from that as well. So, but again, if you just needed some alone time, do your thing. But you ain't gotta hide it.
yeah.
Yeah, it's not cheating to me, but I also would be one. You hide things that you're ashamed of. So one, I like to believe if I'm in a relationship with someone, shouldn't be nothing we can't talk about, or there should be nothing she should be ashamed of that she has to hide. But also, what the fuck am I not doing that you gotta get your rocks over by yourself behind the door, like behind closed doors? Like we can work this out. We can talk about this if there are things that I'm not doing that you like, or different fetishes or kinks. I'm gonna talk to Marv. He gonna coach me up, tell me what to do, he'll tell me what the toys to buy. We can make it happen.
Like, look, I'll send you some sites, bro. Just go here and get this, and y'all be all right. Be all right.
Yeah.
It's not about me. Who's it about, Rozzy? What is it about? It's about us at that point.
The behind my back thing implies that we already talked about it. You know what I mean? And as some of the fellas touched on earlier, you know, as the man, you know, I would consider what type of environment I'm creating for her to have to hide it. You know, why we can't talk about it, and what is it about me that's still giving, like, that's still, you know, making her risk disrespecting me by hiding it, you know?
Right.
So I wouldn't necessarily call it cheating, but would I call it lying a little bit? Yes. But me as the man, you know, it's my duty to create that environment for my woman to be able to talk about anything, even if I'm not, you know, as it was touched on earlier, pleasing her sexually. Like, that's definitely something that I would want to know about. And when it comes to all the toys and everything, let's have that conversation. Like, I may surprise you, you know. So
I want her to do it with or without me. Like, you ain't gotta hide it. You know what I'm saying? You keep it to yourself. Share it with me. Send me a picture. Send me a video. Whatever the case. You know, I want to see you having fun and enjoying yourself, enjoying your body, enjoying life. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, and that would make me think about, not to cut you off, and that would make me think about what else are you hiding, you know, aside from that.
True.
You know?
And that's why I was saying, like, that needs to be a conversation. Why do you feel you can't talk to me about this? And like you said, your mind will start going down the rabbit hole. Okay, what else can't you talk to me about? You know, we need to have a conversation. You know what I'm saying? But it's definitely nothing that I don't think a woman should have to hide. You know what I'm saying? As far as being who she is and being in touch with herself. Like you said, you're supposed to have that safe place. No recording at live shows only. But look, what if I'm at work one day and I start thinking about you? I want to pull up a little quick video just to you know, get my mind going or whatever until I get home. You know, that's mental stimulation. You know, never a dull moment. Having fun, playing with each other like that. That's the kind of shit I like. You know. So
Adrian said just the thought of you can get her off. I like that, Adrian. That's what I'm talking about.
Right. Somebody else said something too. I was like, oh shit. Okay.
I missed it.
And listen, to be fair, I understand this Rose can do things I can't do. I ain't mad at the Rose. If you want to get your Rose, get your Rose. But just don't lie to me about it. You know what I mean? Just let me, you know what I mean? I'm cool with that.
Bring it.
Yeah, bring it. You can use the Rose. I'm gonna let the Rose hit you, then I'm gonna hit you.
Yep. Or same time.
Or the same time.
Same time. We not hiding though. Grown people can call. Yeah.
So real quick, so this is just a shameless plug. So Adonis, do you have anything in your book, that any of your books that you have about that, like the pleasing and the woman's pleasing and you come home, and do you have anything in like this is just the same shameless plug, you know? Do you have that?
I do, but the utensil was different. I'll say that.
Oh. Okay. Everyone's like, what book is this?
Was it a fruit?
Nah. You got. I don't want to take this there. You know what I'm saying? Per se, I don't know what all I can say, but it's a it's actually my biggest fantasy. I will say that though.
Oh. Okay.
So FYI, this is a plug for me. I'm sorry, Tyrone, real quick. So just to let you guys know.
Oh, wait a minute. That's right. You got the book.
So so Adonis's woman, Juju, FYI, she's on my Single Seoulmates for the Queens panel. So you guys want to tune into the Queens, just to let you know. Just to let you, the other half of Adonis is over there. So you're here. Okay. Tyrone, what were you about to say?
Nah.
You don't even
No,
know.
I was just going shit. I was
Shocked into silence.
The Sabrina After Dark, but
Right, there you go. I'll say that for the after dark episode.
Yeah, we
I
just
have that.
we disclosed some stuff. Matter of fact,
Oh, that's right.
Even the interview that we did with Adonis and Juju, just us four, we had discussed some things. Just from that, pulled out some stuff. But when you said your biggest fantasy, shit.
Listen, man. My mind has always worked differently, and I came to just accept it a long time ago. Like this is what it is. This is my life. So it's different, and I love it, and it's exciting. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, my woman is my biggest turn on. So if her pleasure, I get pleasure from that. However she gets it. You see what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, that's mine. So that's all that really matters.
Okay.
That was cute.
So FYI, I do Sabrina After Darks, and we did do them last season after the Ready to Love. So I did let the queens know if they're ever interested in doing After Darks. So I'm letting you guys know if you ever want to do After Darks. And After Darks, Sabrina After Darks are on my membership channel, where you have to be a member in order to watch the After Darks. Anything on my membership channel, you have to be a member to see any of those shows. But I want the After Darks to be where it's all of us. So if any of the women want to come on after the men's show, and if any of the men want to join in after the women's show, and it's always going to take place after our shows, the panels, these.
Oh, okay, bet.
Soulmates, but we just have to plan it ahead of time.
Yeah.
And literally, like Tyrone, Stacey B, I think a few of them were on there. I was like, all right, y'all, like I went to sleep when I was like, I gotta go, and they were still on there for like hours later. So yeah,
that's what's up.
Yeah,
I'm definitely down to come back to the After Dark show. After Dark is where we dwell.
Yeah, absolutely. Because we're on the regular YouTube. We got to be kind of mindful.
Exactly. That's why I was like, listen, I'm gonna have to just go there because I'm holding back so much right now. You have no idea. It's just like, I'm gonna say it, but I can't.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. All right, guys. So y'all want to go in any more about this subject here?
Yes. In closing, we'll find out what's wrong, why you feel you gotta hide it. Don't hide it. I want to see it. Do it on your own. Do it when I'm in the shower, whatever the case. Do it when I'm next to you. I'll sit back and watch. You know what I'm saying? And then I'll help you, whatever the case. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Don't hide it. Don't hide it.
Yeah, absolutely. So real quick, Latasha wants to know, how do you become a member? If you go to my channel, it'll have a membership link. If I can find it, I'll go ahead and put the link up there, and I'll put it in the chat in a second. But it's on my main channel, the page, and it should be a membership link to join. All right, guys, moving forward. Number 3. If you found out that your partner was going to the scripts clubs behind your back, would you be upset?
Male or female strip club?
Yeah, the male or female scripters?
The males.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
Oh,
I mean, I wouldn't mind, but why you gotta lie? Like, you know what I'm saying? You supposed to be my partner. We supposed to be open. We supposed to communicate. You know what I'm saying? Like my best friend. Stuff like that. You should not. I would literally not care. I'll watch a movie and hit me up when you get back. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's again, if you feel you can't communicate with me about what you want to do and your desires and things like that, then we got a problem.
Yeah,
Same.
and if that's
Same.
something you really like, I got a couple dance moves I can pull off the closet.
I say I got what you need.
I got what you need. Look at that too, but you know what I'm saying?
If I want to be honest with you, Sabrina, I don't think I ever dated someone who was going to male strip clubs. So I've never been in that situation because I don't go to strip club myself. I mean, that much.
Right.
Last time I was years ago. So realistically, that would really like be like a huge like hard stop. Let's talk about it, because for me, it's like, okay, is that something that we're doing now in our relationship? You know, but if it's something that's common that we've gone before and you just want to go on your own with your girl, have at it. But that has never been the case for me. So I just believe that you shouldn't really like limit your partner when you guys are in a relationship if they want to explore what's keeping them going. You should just really define what that level of relationship is from the very beginning. And if they are changing, that's a different conversation, in my opinion.
Yep. What's the dynamic?
Exactly.
Elsie would like to know, does that mean Yohan is putting on a show at home?
I mean, just like Urban said, like, I got a couple moves. Like, what you want? Like, what do you need? Like, you know what I mean? I mean, I don't know if I got a couple moves, but like,
not those moves.
Yeah. Honestly, for me, that's like a huge. Okay, let's have a conversation. What's your level of attraction? Because when you see those, you know, male stripper, nothing against them, right? It's a lot of fantasy that's not generally something that's the everyday sex of a couple. So when people tend to go outside of their relationship to seek short-term gratification that's linked to their intimacy, then the person that they share intimacy with want to inquire, why am I not part of this chapter of our intimacy life? You know, because at the end of the day, I'm the one who sees you naked every day, right? So now if you want to see other people naked, like, let's have a conversation about that, you know? So that's just the way I see it too.
I want y'all a little demanding. Currently got body oil, Sid got glitter.
Right.
No, I'm
you the one
and a body
the
roll.
body roll.
My bad. That's for your might be with the glitter. My bad. I ain't gonna speak for him.
Nah, that's for you, bro.
Oh my God.
Now, for me, actually, in my relationship, my situation, our situation, Juju doesn't like male dancers. That's not her thing. But if that's something she was interested in, okay. You know, I don't go to strip clubs and I have my reasons. But I did back in the day. You know, I did when I was playing ball, all that stuff. You know, we had fun that era, and I look at that as the same way I look at as regular clubs. I'm over it. You know what I'm saying? But if that's something she wanted to partake in with her friends or whatever the case, again, it's just about communication. You know, and like I said, I feel that if that's something that was happening behind my back, then I'm like, dang, you know, I thought we were closer than that. I thought our communication was on a level deeper than that, to where you could tell me, you know, because obviously I'm more open-minded than probably more people you'll meet. I'm not gonna have an issue with it. I just want us to be able to be on the same page. That's all.
I agree with Adonis it's just the honesty part, right? I don't care if you're going to Chuck E. Cheese on your lunch break. Why you lying to me about it?
Yep.
You know what I mean? You go wherever you want to go. You're a grown woman. We're partners. We're not. I don't own you. I don't control you. None of those things. So I agree with that. However, would y'all, if she's going to female strip clubs, female strippers, make it a little bit easier for y'all, or no?
No.
I look at them, it's the same. You know what I'm saying? Like it don't really matter.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think it's all about seeking gratification outside of your intimacy circle. That's the main thing that I'm hearing from the guys and myself, right? Because for me, it's like, if it's something that you were into, tell me so we can whether do it together. I mean, how would you feel if you were with someone and they were developing a whole new hobby and never included you, or even never share that with you at all, and it becomes a very important part of their life? Then now you feel like, okay, I'm an outsider. Same thing with intimacy, even worse, actually. So if you're into women, tell me, we'll go. Or, I mean, you go, I don't know. Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And I look at it kind of from a protective standpoint, because my mind will, like my father was a career corrections officer. So protecting the house is something that I witnessed when I grow up. So my mind is like, okay, what if you at a strip club and a shootout happens or something crazy happens? I get a call 2:00 in the morning thinking you're somewhere else or not knowing. And you're like, babe, come get me. I'm up here. And I get there and you're running up to me and it's at a strip club. So I'm all kind of blindsided at this point. You understand? And that's the things that is unnecessary. If we just communicate stuff like that, we avoid it. Because if a shootout happens or something crazy, I got to come get you. I know exactly where you are. As my woman, I want to know my woman is safe. You know what I'm saying? So if you're weaseling about going around doing things behind my back, and you get in a situation, now we have two problems.
That's crazy. So y'all wouldn't even want them going to see the women either. Yeah. Y'all look at it as the same.
I don't care about the scenario. It's the line.
Yeah, I don't care. Just talk to me. It's the communication. It's not where they go. You know what I'm saying? Male club, female club. I don't care. Just talk to me. Let me know so I can be at the crib watching the movie, knowing exactly where my woman is and she's good. And
Yeah. Interesting. All right, guys. Anything else?
Just don't do it. Just kidding.
Look, Kirby, like Adonis said, she a liar, she a cheater, she a deceiver, she a heartbreaker. She got to go.
Yeah, the whole thing.
Nah, because it's not that difficult, man. Like, just talk.
Communication is huge. Yeah, I'm huge. I'm big on communication about everything. Like, let's talk about everything. If we can't talk about everything, then that means that we can't talk about nothing.
Yeah,
that's how I feel about it. So,
and in our lifestyle, communication is paramount. Obviously, you know what I'm saying. So that's a situation like that. That's why I'm like, strip club. That's nothing compared to
Right. Right. So let me ask y'all this, just because like April kind of put this in the chat. So it just made me kind of think, what if it's so when y'all get married, or if y'all have ever been married, like, are y'all gonna have a bachelor party like with dancers and stuff? And how would you
our bachelorette party is probably gonna be a little different.
Yeah. I'm not asking any questions about your bachelorette party.
I want video.
A relationship based on honesty. You want to talk about it? We talk about it. But I won't ask no questions.
Well, Adonis said he want video. Okay, so
he want video of everything.
Like, I need my collection, my archives.
Exactly. Yes. Make my little videos and
So what about you, Herbert and Yohan? Are y'all gonna have bachelor parties?
Honestly, for me, how do I want to say that? Like, so if she does, if that happens to her, like her friends I understand. She didn't know, it'd be different if it happens and she doesn't tell me. But if, so for me, I always trying to have that line of communication with my partner where we talk about our day, talk about how everything is going, keeping each other updated throughout the day, just because we're sharing life together. So for me, if you literally have a whole evening where they had a whole male stripper in your face and you don't tell me about it, now that's a problem. But if that's something you were planning and you didn't tell me either, now we have a problem too. But I also understand it's your bachelorette party. Last night as a demoiselle, like we say in French. So I might cut you, I might give you a pass if you tell me in advance that that's what you're doing. But just don't lie to me about it.
Yeah.
I don't. Yes, I plan on having a bachelor party. I'm not responsible for what my friends might bring or might happen during that party. But I think for me, ideally, I would love to have a conversation with my betrothed beforehand. This is what we're okay with doing, both parties. Right. This is what we're not. This is the line for both of us. Going into bachelor and bachelor. Don't cross the line. And then I don't need to hear what happened, right? We've already established our boundaries, what we're going to do, what we're not going to do. Cool. Enjoy, have the time of your life, right? And I'm going to do the same. And we don't have to talk about it no more because that trust is already there.
Well, me and Juju have already discussed our bachelorette parties. We've got two different options, but the format obviously is going to be different, or they're going to be together. So
I just want to invite, bro. I'll stand off in the corner.
In the video.
I just want to.
No footage. All videos are mine.
Tyrone, like, look, I'm gonna be the one with the camera, so I'm the video man for the night.
I just want to be in the building for your bachelor party. That's it.
Yeah, the level of epic is undescribable.
Look, Kermit's like, invite us. Everybody's trying to be Marcus.
And it's gonna be in St. Thomas, so I'm excited.
Look, Todd, like, I'm trying to tell you, I'm serious.
You like dead ass though.
like for real, like nah, for real though. That's funny.
Okay.
I'm mad I missed Herogasm.
Oh yeah.
Wasn't that the one in Atlanta? That was in Atlanta, right?
No, that was my birthday party.
Oh.
Yeah.
I saw the. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. The party itself was tame. You know what I'm saying? It's my normal show, but afterwards, yeah. It was a great 42nd birthday. I'll say that.
Wow. Well, happy birthday to you.
Appreciate you.
So glad that you had fun.
Oh yeah, yes.
All right, guys. I ain't having no bachelorette party, and he ain't having no bachelor party. So
she said she shut that down now.
So I'm just saying, I know this show not about me, but
that's so funny. He said none of the above.
Shoot, we going to Popeyes for the night.
You said Popeyes in a movie night, huh?
On Netflix and chilling.
All right, Netflix.
I'm just being funny. This y'all show. All right, moving forward. I got jokes. All right, last question. If your kid or kids did not like the person that you were dating, what would you do? Would you end it? Make it work, figure it out, let's say, and y'all can even explain if it was younger kids, say for instance, if they're older kids, like you can explain how you would want to explain it. So
it's crazy you say that. My daughter's 18. 2009, I was in a 2009 through 14, I was with someone, and I didn't find out until like maybe 3 or 4 years ago that my daughter never liked her. And obviously we're not together. So my part of me is like, does she know something that I didn't know? You know what I'm saying? Did she sense something or you know? So I want my children to be happy. Well, my daughter, my future children. So if there was tension, and it couldn't be fixed, depending on what stage I am, I don't know. I wouldn't necessarily say I would just cut the relationship, but if it's something that's unhealthy that's going on that she's witnessing it and it's like, okay, she's right, then you know, kids are smart, and obviously she saw something she didn't like and she knew and she was right.
I think for me it depends on how old the kids are, because if they are like at an age where I can have a conversation with them, then let's have an open conversation on why you don't like my partner, you know. But if they are younger, I don't know if you guys ever heard the term when they say, or the saying, where they say people are generally that tell the truth are angry people, drunk, and kids. So I always feel like kids, like younger kids, generally can sense something in people that we don't really keep as we are getting older. So generally, you definitely gotta lean in. If it's a 5-year-old, a 4-year-old, an 8-year-old, just trying to lean in and figure out why they don't like this adult, because at that age we are all adult and they are having relation with us based on how we interact with them. But when the kid is older, then let's have a conversation about it, you know. If you're
Right.
18, let's talk. Because guess what? You'll be out of my house and pretty soon now. I need to
Yeah.
know you. So
And it's crazy you say that because my daughter was 5, 6, 7, 8 during the relationship. So she was the, you know what I'm saying, the young kid that sensed something. So for her to go back and tell me that, I'm just like, but again, you know, because if you knew the whole situation, you'd be like, yeah, she was right. Okay, she was onto something at least.
Dang. Tyrone.
You know, one of the things that I've always tried to establish with my daughter, who's 14 now, is that like she will always be safe around me. She will always feel heard, and I'll always be there. But one thing I can't do is let a child dictate my future, you know, or our future. I would let her know. She would already know that we can talk about anything. Obviously, you know, I'm very sensitive about my daughter. So I'm definitely going to pay attention to my daughter's energy around any person, period. But on the flip side, that's a conversation that we would have to have, one with my daughter, separate conversations, one with my daughter, and then one with my lady. But, you know, as an adult, I would let her know and I would give my lady a chance to fix it. You know what I mean? Like I would have to grant her that opportunity because I have been in a situation to where, you know, even with my daughter's mom, she would tell me like my daughter doesn't want to visit this weekend. And I would be like, no, that's not for her to say. And if she does feel that way, then you need to allow me the opportunity to fix that. You know, so having been in a similar situation, that would be my stance for it all. And it's got to be something serious, right? Physical assault, abuse, something, not just off of a gut feeling or something that you don't like, right? Because in the end,
I don't like how she dresses.
You're a child, you know what I mean? In the end, you
petty.
are still a child, you know? So that would be my approach to it.
That's true.
Somebody said in the comments, you know, if you're a grown 18, then go live your life. Okay. You know, like I said, my daughter's 18, you know, if she said something, she loves Juju, but if she said something about Juju, I'd be like, yeah, okay, well, good luck on your relationship. This is what I choose for my life as an adult. You're out of the house, you're in college, go do your thing, you know?
Yeah, I don't have kids, but I agree with the majority of stuff said here, right? I think it depends on the age of the child, right? So if she's 17, 18, yeah, she's moving on to her own life, and she's not going to be as much as a part of that life, but she'll still be a part of my life, right? She'll still be a part of life who I'm choosing. So with that, but also I think to go with that, I think you know your kids and you know what type of kids you're raising, right? So ideally, when I have kids, I'll raise emotionally intelligent kids who can emote, express, and communicate.
I'm sorry, Herbert. I don't mean to cut you off, but it sounds like you're underwater, like you're kind of far away.
Okay.
Because I don't want it. Because what you're saying sounds good. I don't want to miss it.
Still?
Oh, good, perfect.
Okay.
Much better.
Yeah, so when I have kids, hopefully the idea is that I plan them to be fully capable to be emotionally intelligent, to emote and communicate the whys and why nots they feel a certain way. So if it's something that I just don't, because also when you bring a new person into your life, understand kids feel like they're being replaced or they'll be distanced or all of these sort of emotions. So if it's that, I feel like that's something we can work past. If there's other things, let's talk through that, what that means for that child. But also, I think as a person who's introducing this new woman, it's my job to build that bridge, right? And kind of create that relationship between the two of them. So like that, I think that's a sort of way that I introduce her and bring her about and make sure that she's also cultivating a relationship with my child to where there is a bridge, there is a relationship, and there is a synergy there. And it's not just meet your new stepmama.
Right. And you have to control the peace in your life too. The one thing I definitely would not want is my wife arguing with my family. I don't want any discord between the woman I'm spending the rest of my life with and the people that I've spent my life with. You see what I'm saying? Because how do you choose? You can't. So like you said, if that was the case, bringing them to the table to squash it and say, hey, listen, let's talk this out. You got an issue. I don't want to keep going through life with this underlining tension between y'all because it disrupts my peace. I can't enjoy being with my family because under the table I know there's something going on that's dramatic and toxic. You know what I'm saying? So like you said, her bringing everybody to the table and building a bridge, and I think that would be the most responsible thing to do, especially if you care about maintaining the peace in your own life. Because having to hear them complain about each other to you the middleman, and I want no parts.
Well, the other thing to mention what Ty was saying is, I don't think you really let your younger kids decide who you want to be with. I think it's more just making those adjustments that Herbert and Adonis, you guys were talking about, meaning having that conversation and having a proper introduction with that child and trying to fill the whole situation. But I don't think you can ever say, I'm not going to marry this person because my 5-year-old doesn't like her. Like, come on now, get with the program, bro. But at the same time, you also have to take that and compare it to what everybody else is saying about your partner, because it's one thing if it's your kids, it's another if it's your kids and everybody else around you that don't really mess with the person you want to be with. So that's the reason why I said, if it's a younger child, definitely lean in to figure out why, in my opinion.
For sure.
Yeah. Was it April in the chat? Someone said, I think it was April. She said, hell, if my dog don't like you, she like you out of here.
Animals, she said she wants no bad jujus.
Absolutely. Yeah. Wow. It's really good conversation. All right, guys, any last remarks or words or thoughts about if your kid didn't like the person you were dating, what would you do?
Just investigate. Because there's a lot of instances where kids are abused by their partner, significant other. So being able to be in a position to work with your kids that you can talk and say, okay, why, and get to the bottom of it. Because it could just be, like you said, childhood jealousy. My dad's attention is being taken. In my daughter's case, my dad's finances are being delivered to somebody else. You know what I'm saying? So she has a little jealousies like that. And those are the kind of things. It's like, okay, those are kid things. Right. But if it's a deeper underlying situation, then that's definitely something that needs to be investigated as a father, especially, girl dad, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna figure out why.
Absolutely. Yeah, you gotta communicate with the kids. You gotta ask questions. You gotta dig deep, and you gotta give them that safe space to want to open up to you, to be able to talk to you and to tell you stuff like that. But anyway, oh my God, Phil.
First of all, what up, though?
Right.
Hold on. I don't need both of y'all yelling at me. I don't deserve it. I had a haircut that ran way later than I thought. Work is crazy. Man, it's gonna do that. If it ain't gonna do nothing else, it's gonna do that part.
I hope that fade crisp, bro. Let me see.
Man, same old thing.
Oh yeah. He got you clean. He got you right.
Yeah, he said he got to be ready.
Yeah. Look, he's been paying for my haircut since '95. Ain't nothing changed.
That's so funny.
So they can see. Phil, the show over now.
Right, we done, bro.
That's all right. I'm just turning my paper in.
Nice shirt, Phil. Go blue.
Yeah.
Man, I had to give me one, and I'm gonna go get it. I'm about to wear some more this coming week. I got something coming in the mail next week. I'm getting me and the little fella tightened up, man. We celebrating till Labor Day.
That's what's up.
Yeah. Man.
So, but I don't even know. Thank you guys, all of you, for joining tonight. It's okay, Phil. It's okay. I know they're gonna be definitely waiting for you next week because they done see your face now. So you got to show up. They want to hear
I
you.
mean, I'm gonna get an earlier cut.
Yeah. So Capricorn Moon Goddess says, my mom saw Phil speak at an event in Dallas recently. So absolutely, I know that they're gonna definitely want to.
I talk all about that. It was a great time. Some beautiful people there. Saw one of our comrades, Jessica. She was there. Unbeknownst to me, she was there in the crowd. And then Ashima Franklin, comedian Ashima Franklin, she was on season 2, and I didn't know that. And she ran with Cat Williams' crew. Like she toured with him and all that. She had a great set. Like it was a beautiful thing. So I had them notes ready for sure next week.
All right, do your haircuts for not on Thursdays.
I gotta change my whole schedule. I mean, it's for you, so it's worth it. And the fellas, of course, and the other fellas. What's up with y'all? How y'all doing, guys? Yeah, but yeah, I got my brother's brothers, man. I make sure I'm good with that. I'm gonna switch my haircut to Friday next week.
Y'all heard it first. Y'all heard it here.
There you go.
Yeah.
Fridays. All right, guys. So you guys know I do an introduction with the guys, and then I do an extroduction with the guys. So if you didn't catch the before, you get to catch the after. I want everyone to go around the room, let them know where they can find you on all your socials. If you have any websites, podcasts, YouTubes, anything that you want to promote. Also to let them know where they might have seen your face. And Phil, you didn't get to do the introduction. Please let them know once you do your extroduction. Let them know if you are single or not, so they don't slide in my DMs and be worrying me about y'all. Please, the other kings already did it. Please let them know if you're single or not. And before we move forward, I just want to say, bam!
Hey, that's what's up.
Yes, make sure y'all go get his book. I read half of the first chapter. I was like, oh, let me go ask my man if this is okay for me to read. But it is amazing so far from what I have read. If y'all are interested, definitely hit Adonis up. So because people in the chat were like, you got a book? I got the book. All right, guys. But anyway, we're gonna start with Tyrone, Adonis, Yohan, then Herbert, and then Phil. We're gonna go around. Go ahead, Tyrone.
What's up, everybody? Tyrone Wilson, Ready to Love DC. You can find me at Ty Wilson 21 everywhere. Was a pleasure being on. Again, I missed y'all, Soulmates, Sabrina, fellas. It's been a pleasure. I don't really have much going on. I've been kind of quiet. I started school again. But on the 24th, though, got something for y'all. It's my birthday. So
Oh shoot.
I've been working on something. And I'll reveal on the 24th. And y'all let me know what y'all think. All right?
That's what's up.
Okay. Adonis?
Yes, I am Adonis Allen, season 8, Ready to Love. Yep, Boy Erotica book 1, a book of erotic short stories. Most of them written from the woman's perspective. It's very exciting, very different, very energetic. You can find me on social media at boerotica.com on the website, boa.erotica on Instagram, and our YouTube, me and Juju's YouTube channel. We got Love and Lifestyle podcast show starting next month, later in the month. Also, the Boa Experience, my evening for the erotic arts, will be back, and the Dirty Show, my erotica expo, is coming back this spring. So definitely follow boa.erotica on Instagram to get information on all of that.
All right, Yohan.
Yeah. Once again, Sabrina, thanks for having me on. Gentlemen, it was a pleasure always. For anybody, I got my Instagram on here, Yokita7. Once again, I'm all about real estate. So if you have any questions, definitely feel free to hit my DM and ask me anything about real estate. And definitely happy to be on here anytime.
Okay. Herbert, and we'll get back to that question from April. Herbert?
Yeah, pleasure talking with you, brothers, and Sabrina. Thank you all for tuning in. Again, I'm on all social media platforms. It's Herbert_2, THE2ND. Don't have anything I'm promoting just yet, but have a lot in store and dropping this year. So stay tuned.
Cool. Phil?
What up, though? First of all, congrats to the University of Michigan on the national championship. Listen, and I keep it 1,000. I'm one of the ones. I did not attend the school. I'm a Western Michigan grad, but I am considered a Bronco ring. So I'm a Wolverine in spirit. Bronco ring, Western Michigan Bronco by financial aid status. Other than that, you can find me on the IG and the Facebook joint. And I even think I got a TikTok account, but it's just Phil Newkirk. That's it. It's just going to be me. I'm the only one. You're not going to find another one. NEWKIRT is how you spell the last name. Don't put a K on it or the check will bounce. So aside from that, where you can find me at work, that's it. I'll be at work. My son be with him, and we be kicking it. And I try to get out some time with the fellas here and there. I think we're gonna be able to congregate a little bit tomorrow and catch up in person. And I got some big things coming up myself. So we're gonna get the year started in a good, prosperous, and diligent way. And I should have some good. have some good material for y'all. Give me a couple months.
All right, sounds good. So I'm just gonna kind of circle back to all the little all the comments in the chat. So Phil, they said they're not on TikTok, so they can find you on Instagram,
IG, Facebook. That's the best way.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right,
that's
cool.
the easiest, best way. Yeah, absolutely.
Cool. So Johan, they said about people are not sliding in your DMs for mortgage questions. Is it okay if they slide in your DMs for anything else?
I don't know. I like to hunt. I'm a hunter, so just present yourself, and I'll come get you if that's what I wanted.
Just like a whole bunch of his pictures. There you go.
Oh, that's some hunting. They gonna be hunting your ass.
All right. That's the indicator. Like, oh, okay.
Yeah, you the prey, goddamn.
You never told us, Phil. Are you single now, or are you dating, or are you involved? You have a girlfriend, or what?
Man, single.
Single.
It was such an easy, beautiful single holiday. Like, oh man, I had one Christmas list to worry about. And that was for a 6-year-old. So between me and Santa Claus, he got everything he wanted. And took care of my mama, make sure she was smooth. Hey man. So we'll see what's going on after Valentine's Day. But I'm gonna go ahead and push through. We're gonna MLK it, Valentine it, Black History Month it, solo, baby.
Adonis, they want to know where they can purchase your book and can they listen to it?
Yes, it's boerotica.com. The book one has its own page on the website, and I do have audiobook stories. I'm working on an audiobook right now. I have 2 that are I'll actually put one of them on the website for you guys. It's a disaster erotica story, audiobook story, and I also have one I did at HeroGasm for my birthday. But yeah, I'm working on the audiobook. It will not be the stories from the physical book though.
Okay. All right. Cool.
There we go.
Herbert, can they slide in your DM as well?
Slip and slide.
Slip and slide.
Hey, look, they can slide. They can't slide in my DMs, but they can holler at Juju.
See what I'm talking about? See, that's your problem. You're nasty. That's your problem. That's your problem. Yeah, bring my wine when I see you tomorrow if you can.
Okay.
And Tyrone, the people want to know, can they join you on the 24th for your birthday?
Oh, I'll be live. Yeah,
okay.
From a remote location.
Oh, he gonna be
live.
Oh, okay. It's one of those.
They want to be with you though at the location while you're live.
If they haven't booked, then
With
I don't know
spirit.
what they're gonna do.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, that's it. That concludes tonight's show. Thank you so much, fellas. Thank you so much, Kings. I love you so much for being here with me and taking the time out. Hopefully, you guys can join me next Thursday on the Single Soulmates Kings panel with a whole nother group of questions. And if you guys in the chat think of any questions, definitely slide in my DM only with questions because I'm here now. Anyway, all right, guys. I love you so much. Make sure you click the thumbs up, and I'll see you later. Bye.